Stephanie Dobson is back with us this week. Stephanie is a lawyer and mediator at Hanka Divorce Law and Mediation in Lloydminster. And Stephanie, today we're going to be talking about divorce wellness. So can you explain what this is?
Sure. Divorce wellness is the conscious focus on your health and well-being during a separation or divorce. Sometimes people don't realize the impact that a separation or divorce can have on themselves until they really sit down and think about it. There can be unhealthy habits that emerge or reemerge, things like drinking to the excess, smoking, drug use, even not sleeping well. There's all sorts of things that can happen, and it's really critical during such a stressful time in your life that you do focus on your self-care. The more healthy that you are on the inside, the better you'll be able to parent or co-parent, be productive at work, think logically, be a good social citizen, and even have healthy relationships with your friends and family.
If somebody wants to focus on divorce wellness, what are some of the things that they can do to help get them through that stressful time?
Sure. Well, the first thing I recommend is to do a self-assessment. So you can write down answers to things like the following. What kind of things are causing you stress? How much do you sleep at night? Do you get enough sleep, do you think, or would you prefer getting more sleep? Who is in your support system? Do you consider those people who surround you as toxic or supportive people? In my e-learning community, I have a module called the Spectator Gallery, and it specifically talks about filling your world with supportive people and getting the toxic people out of your world. Also, how is your nutrition? Is it balanced? Is it healthy? Or do you have any bad habits that you'd like to get rid of? And lastly, what's your exercise regime? So once you've done that self-assessment, then you might want to identify things that you'd like to improve upon. What reduces your stress? What improvements would you like to make to your daily routine, or what would you want to cut out? What kind of things make you feel healthy, and what does healthy look like for you? And lastly, could you use someone to talk with? It's really important to have that support system in place for yourself with supportive people. And that could be a counselor, or that could be a neighbor, a friend, a family member who could really help to talk through some of the emotions that you're feeling.
Why is divorce wellness such an important thing?
Well, divorce is arguably one of the most stressful times in a person's life. And with stress comes a heightened awareness of counterbalancing that stress with a focus on wellness. So the stress of a divorce can really get away from you really quickly. You're trying to juggle maybe having to be on with the kids more than you used to be in the past, organizing or reorganizing your life. You might be moving residences. You might be looking to increase your work hours, manage your friendships and family relationships. It's such a lot of things to deal with in a really short amount of time. And add on top of that, trying to get the assistance of a divorce professional to work out what your post-divorce life is going to look like. It can be so stressful that the more stress you're under, the more important it is to counterbalance that with health and wellness.
Now, Stephanie, in the past, we've talked about your online learning portal, which is Up a Notch Learning. Do you have some resources on there that can help people that are looking to figure out ways to kind of find that wellness when they're going through divorce?
Mm-hmm. You know, when we talked about Up a Notch Learning the last time, there was only a few resources on there. And since then, we've done dozens and dozens of interviews and book reviews, and we've added so much to our portal. So I encourage people to check that out. That's free at upanotchlearning.com, free to join. So there's some paid resources, paid courses, and there's some free resources. So under the free resources with respect to wellness, there's things under our interview series. There's an interview with a personal trainer and habit transformation coach, an interview with a life coach and personal image consultant, and even a healing coach. In our paid courses, I mentioned a moment ago about the Spectator Gallery, surrounding yourself with supportive people, but there's also a course specifically called Divorce Wellness. So those paid courses are $15 per module.
All right, Stephanie. Well, lots of good resources there, not only for this subject, but for many other subjects we've spoken about in regards to divorce and separation. So thank you again for speaking with us this week, and we will be back to talk again next week.
Perfect. See you then.